Sidi and Lakunle. She is seen trying to convince Sidi to please come to the chamber of the chief of the village, which is Baroka, for a dinner in honor of her face used in magazine. But Sidi, being a very sensible young lady, quickly tells Sadiku that this is how they end up marrying all the other wives. That anyone who goes to Baroka's chamber for a dinner turns up becoming his wife the next day, and that she will not fall or become a prey to that same act. This was what Sidi said to Sadiku. Sadiku, on the other hand, was very surprised at how Sidi is so sensible. Though Sadiku tries to hide her feeling, but then Sidi went further, saying that the reason Baroka is now coming to her is because her face is now in a magazine. So Baroka needs her to boost his fame too. As behind every successful woman, there is a man behind. So this was Sidi's response to Sadiku. So to the next fair of the players were saying, remember that the previous fair, the two women were not showing interest. But then in the next fair of the play, it tells us that all of a sudden Sidi took interest, and Baroka went as far as explaining as what happened in the past, how some persons came to the village of Ilujile. That's the name of the village as seen in the screen, and why the surveyors were trying to make modernity come to the village of Ilujile. Baroka secretly sent somebody to pay off those men in order for them not to bring modernity to their village. So Lakunle rejuvenated those bad experiences of Baroka, and Sidi remembered and she was angry. So the next thing brings us to the chamber, the lion's chamber, which is Baroka. And while he was sitting, the scene tells us that his favorite wife was also sitting by him, helping him pick the hairs in his armpit. And then Sadiku, his first wife, walks in. When Sadiku walks in, he quickly dismisses his favorite wife. Then Baroka tells Sadiku that he wants to tell her something. That look, I've actually lost my manhood. Like, my potency is gone. I can no longer impregnate a woman. And he was like, please, Sadiku, right now, I don't know if I can get another wife. But then it will be a thing of shame. Please don't tell anybody. And then Sadiku agreed with Baroka that it will be a secret between both of them. But then there's an irony that is about to take place. Sidi saw this. Sidi started laughing, like bursted out in a derisive laughter. And she whispered to Sidi's ear that Baroka was now impotent. The both of them laughed. And then Sadiku advised Sidi that after telling Sidi that the village girl is actually impotent too, and he's finally, all he's doing will finally come to an end. Sidi and her partner said, okay, that now that supper the chief invited her for, that she wants to go there, and now she's going to take advantage of the supper to punish and mock the village girl, which is Baroka. Sadiku was asking Lakunle if he has paid the bride price of Sidi, which Lakunle responded by telling Sadiku to go and mind her business, and that very soon this village will be transformed, that she should better go and start coming to school, because right now her brain is uninformed. In his word, he said, within a year or two, I swear, this town shall see a transformation. Bride price will be a thing of forgotten. So he was still not ready to be changed. He even went further as telling Sadiku, which is the first wife, that she cannot even read and write. She cannot even spell her name. All she knows is to spend all her years being a senior wife. On the other hand, Sidi got to the chamber of the village belle, which is Baroka, the lion of the village. She saw Baroka actually involved in a wrestling in his chamber room. Are you saying that? First of all, Baroka is old. Baroka should not be involved in a wrestling. But now he is. He even went further, screaming at somebody that why would they allow an unwanted stranger come into his bedroom. Now this is it. Cindy felt like when Baroka sees her, Baroka will quickly rush, hug her and the rest. But now Baroka is behaving indifferently. Cindy, now taking the advice of Sidiko, started acting like a repented child. Still in the banter, Baruka tries to find out from Sidi if Sadiku, his first wife, has mentioned anything, but then she acted like nothing happened, like nothing of such happened. During the course of the conversation, we found out that Baruka asked Sidi some questions which were really logical, and then Sidi was also trying to act very smart in the process. First of all, Sidi told Baruka that the man he's actually fighting with was going to beat him. And then Baruka responded that yes, he likes fighting with strong persons so that they will help him become stronger as the day progresses. She told Baruka that if she that her new suitor is about her father's age mate, and then if she was her father and she was like if Baruka was the father to Sidi, would he allow somebody who is about his age mate as her father marry his daughter? And why she asked that question, Baruka said what is actually after is a man who is repulsive and very wealthy. Along the line, she throws a sarcastic statement at Baruka's snuff, which Baruka, hearing it, immediately threw the man he was fighting with down. That means he won the battle between him and the other stronger man. Baruka, in his wisdom and craftiness, now asked Sidi that if the man is wise and can beget children, can you still marry the man? Sidi replied, oh no, the man had children, but now he can no more make children. So Baruka is craftily finding out from Sidi if she was actually referring to him, and then Sidi was responding unknowingly to her. While the conversation was still going on, he was there all of a sudden. He brought out a stamp, and then he tells Sidi that very soon that this stamp will have Sidi's picture on it, and that if anybody has to send a letter, they'll be sending a letter with Sidi's face as a stamp on it. Omo, you know this is what Sidi likes very well. Her face, like she carries herself with pride and the rest. And now Baraka is telling her this. She was filled with joy and pride. In Baruka's word, the one redeeming grace on any paper tag shall be your face and mine, the soul behind it all, worship of nature for her gift of her youth and beauty to her earth. Does this please you, my daughter? When she said it, the book tells us that Sidi was relaxed in her mind. Both of them uniting will make the two generations, which is the old generation and the new generation, unite. Before we know what is happening, Baruch has already touched Sidi's body. Her head rests on his shoulder. The next scene tells us that there was a celebration all round, and then Lakunle was wondering what's the cause of this celebration. All of a sudden, he was feeling, could it be that Sidi has been killed or she has been imprisoned? But then Sidi runs out and was like telling Sadiku for lying to her that the bale was actually being corny and that he's not impotent. And then she cried out. Lakunle was also there. She cried out, saying that the bale has actually raped her. And Uncle Lakunle, that refused to pay bride price, saw that as an advantage. He told Sidi, don't worry, I will still marry you. Whether they've taken your virginity, it's not an elastic for me getting married to you. My love for you is this one. And then Sidi was like, oh no, I have found a real man. And that real man is Baruka. Lakunle was very confused. Sadiku went as far as giving Sidi her blessing.
So with this, we have come to the end of the drama The Lion and the Jaw by Wole Soyinka. I trust you got value. Please don't forget to hit on the subscribe button and also remember the notification bell as we bring you good news from our world of entertainment. See you next time. Bye.